So you're most likely a young footballer with massive dreams. Dreams of signing a professional contract and making a living from playing football. And these big dreams of yours, you can actually achieve them. If you do the right things consistently, you work hard, and you also have a bit of luck on your side. But here's 3 things you must avoid as a young footballer to improve your chances of making it as a professional footballer. Number 1 is bad sleeping habits. Sleep is such a big part of everyone's life. But if that one person becomes an athlete, sleep becomes even more important. Sleep will impact your performances, your mood, your recovery, how you perform day in, day out at training. And if you can't perform well day in, day out at training because of your bad sleep habits, that means that you might be dropped on the weekend, which means you might not play, which means you won't perform, which means you won't get your next contract. This is just how important sleep actually is for a footballer. So there's a few things you want to do or not do pre and post sleep. Now, of course, there's the obvious ones. Screen time, watching social media, scrolling endlessly on TikTok. Some people even watch. These will obviously all have negative impacts on the sleep you get and the quality of sleep you get. And it's the same post-sleep. So in the morning when you get up, people stay in bed for hours, endlessly scrolling, watching stupid videos, watching bad content, again, playing video games, staying in bed, doing nothing good for their bodies or their mind. Then there's things like your room, your bed. Is the pillow comfortable? Is it warm enough? Is it too cold? Is there too much light? Or is it too dark? There's so many things that impact your sleep. So you want to create a bunch of healthy, good habits for pre and post sleep. Now they can vary depending on the individual, but a few things I would do is I would try to stay off my phone before sleep. Don't watch any crazy content or anything that's too exciting that will get your brain going. Just try and relax, read, meditate, maybe stretch a bit, and then go to bed. It's the same in the morning. In the morning, the best thing you can do is get out of bed straight away and get light in your eyes. So go on a walk, open your window, anything that you can do consistently that will improve the start of your day. Now, number 2 is your daily micro habits. So these tiny decisions, tiny habits you do every single day, but you don't even notice you're doing them or you're making that type of decision. Things that impact your lifestyle, so tiny decisions like what type of snacks you're eating, what drinks you're drinking, what type of people you're hanging around with on a consistent basis. Now, I'm not saying you can't eat unhealthy food, you can't eat donuts or chocolate and you can't have a can of Coke or can of Pepsi. You can, but if you're making the tiny decision on having a can of Coke every single day, that's obviously going to impact you as an athlete. So having a can of Coke 1-2 times a week is absolutely fine, but if you're making the decision to have these multiple times a day or every single day, that's obviously a bad thing. It's the same with snacks. From time to time you can have unhealthy snacks, a donut, a chocolate. But if you're making the tiny decision of having a donut every single afternoon with a cup of coffee which is filled with sugar, this is obviously not going to be a positive thing for you as a person with your health and as a footballer, as an athlete. Now, you guys are probably getting bored of this, but again, use the 80-20 rule when trying to eat healthy, drink healthy, and just have healthy habits in your life. 80% of the time you want to be within these healthy guidelines, and the other 20% you can eat or you can choose what you want. And then when you figured out these bad micro habits you have, change them with good micro habits. Things like meditating, reading, going on a walk, stretching, journaling. Anything that's not too difficult for you to do so you can do it on a consistent basis, and something that has a positive impact on your life. It's that simple. And then number 3, the worst mistake that a lot of young footballers make is they chase the money. When trying to find opportunities or sign for a new team, so many young players chase the money. But at young ages, it's important to focus on other things. Yes, of course, money is a factor. We all understand this. But at the first stages of your career, there's other things you want to be looking at. Will you get a fair chance to play a lot of football? So will you get game time? Is there an opportunity for you to prove yourself and actually play in competition? So obviously game time, that's super important for a young footballer. Yes, you improve in training, but when it comes to matches, when it comes to real situations, this is when you improve the most. And then if you can get enough game time, you're obviously going to grow. You're going to experience so much at a young age, which will only improve you as a footballer. At a young age, you want to go to a team or join a club where you trust the manager, you feel the manager is the right manager for you, who can improve your game, is someone that you can learn from. Again, you want to get a fair share of game time or the opportunity to fight for game time, and you want it to be a good place to kickstart your career. So this club can be the place where you learn your trade, you grow, you improve, and then you can move on to bigger and better things. So I hope you did enjoy this video today. If you are a young footballer, I'll really try and get these points or subjects in my mind. I'll really try and focus on doing these sorts of things right, because if you get this stuff right in the early stages of your career, you're putting yourself in the best position for success in football and in your personal life. So if you did enjoy today's video, smash that like button. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace.